30-second board is up. The gate ready to drop. Main event time. Here you see Chad Reed. Our Monster Energy starting grid across the screen here for you, Stewart, Grant. And there you see Chad Reed. And Chad Reed, not a good gate pick tonight, Jeff.
Our points leader had 8th gate pick with that fourth place finish in the heat. Stewart, first gate pick, all about the start.
Stewart gets to the corner first, and Reed gets a great start. He's third, right behind Michael Lessie. Then he gets hung up on the outside. Here he comes charging back alongside of Tim Berry. Or I should say, Villapoto, who's up to third.
James Stewart out front and flying. Chad Reed in fourth. Alessi Villapoto. This is the start that Stewart needed. He has been on fire tonight.
Villapoto tries to the inside here with Reed coming up on the outside. And meanwhile, while these three get bottlenecked here in a three-rider battle for second, James Stewart is already gapping them for the lead. There you see the blue Yamaha. Stewart starting to pull away. Reed now up to third around Villapoto, but he has not gotten around Alessi just yet.
Okay, let's see what Chad Reed can do. This is the best start that he has had since the opening round, where he actually was the fastest. He was making passes on James Stewart for the lead. Chad Reed needs to regroup, regain that momentum that he so desperately needs here in this main event. Michael Lessie's best lap the last time around, 52nd.1. James Stewart a 49.9, so that's only 0.2 of a second off of Stewart. So Michael Lessie clearly putting in one of the best rides that we've seen him ever put in AMA Supercross.
Unfortunately, on that last lap, while they ran quick, they lost half a second each to Stewart.
Reed to the inside.
He's right there. Almost a little bit of contact, but no gift from his teammate. Now he makes the move, and Reed is through to second.
And here's Villapoto and Alessi. Villapoto to the inside.
And there's no love lost between those two, but a very clean pass. Oh, and Villapoto tries to make a move on Reed as well. And now Josh Grant comes in on that number 33 Yamaha to make it a four-rider battle for second.
Well, Villapoto had to close down on the inside there, guard that line, and in return, he came really close to Reed there. But how about Josh Grant, 33 on the Toyota Yamaha? It has been his night winning his heat race, really putting together phenomenal rides, and this guy has had a huge confidence boost, won the opening round of Supercross, but I like what I'm seeing out of him tonight. He is really fluid, he is very confident, he is dialed in.
Grant right behind Alessi. Grant came into the year. Here he is with the move on Alessi. Oh, a little bit of contact there. And both riders stay upright and continue on, but no change of position. Now to the inside again, more contact. Boy, that's some heavy beating and banging. And Andrew Short comes through on the Honda, and Alessi loses 2 spots.
Well, all three of these riders have a reputation of making some hard passes. Andrew Short right in the middle of it.
Jeff, do you consider that a clean but hard pass?
I consider that Supercross racing, Ralph. That's what you have to do on a track like this.
And now Alessi losing more positions as Ivan Tedesco comes through as well in the number 9 Honda.
And you can see what that can do for a rider's mental state. Completely shook Michael Alessi up. Boom, boom, boom. Dropped 3 positions on that one lap. And he's got Kevin Windham and Josh Hill breathing down his neck now.
As we go back to the front, and James Stewart putting on another incredible performance in this 2009 season. Well, you know, James is making it look easy, Jeff, but it hasn't been all smooth for Stewart so far tonight.
Well, Stewart sometimes the master of just threading the needle, and right here, so close. That could have ended the night, ended the championship. You see, he tried to get right there and catch that rut as he took off. And, you know, this is a rocky, gravelly soil. The tires just busted loose. But Stewart, how many times have we seen him throughout his career pull off, you know, situations like that? That's why week in, week out, these riders strength train, cardiovascular train. Stewart knows how to ride at the absolute ragged edge and reel it back in when you need to. Kudos to his trainer, Alden Baker, for keeping him in tip-top, physical condition there. James is going to start to get into the lapped riders who are having problems with their own race. That's why they're getting lapped. And remember, this soil here tonight, with so much rocky, gravelly base to it, we've seen that it's easy for even the best rider to make mistakes. So Chad Reed putting in a solid ride in second, but if he could cross his fingers, that's what he would do. He's hoping that Stewart's going to make a slight mistake, allow him to close up. Very tricky track, but the number 2 of Ryan Villopoto on that monster Kawasaki putting it together. Last lap around, 50.5. The rider he's closing up on, Chad Reed, at 50.7. So this race for second isn't over yet either.
No, it's not. And Villopoto has been getting better and better. Had his career best finish on a Supercross bike just a week ago in Houston, where he made the podium for the first time and finished third. He might improve that if he can catch up to Reed and take over second.
And how about Josh Grant here, 33, Toyota Yamaha. Been in the top 5 every race, plus a win at the opening round. As a rookie, phenomenal season so far.
Riding for Joe Gibbs Racing, the Hall of Fame football coach.
Well, and what comes to mind when you think Joe Gibbs? Team building.
Here's the battle for 6th position. Kevin Windham and Ivan Tedesco. Windham just in front of him.
As we fade into some of the Team Honda riders here. Actually, Kevin Windham 14 on the Geico Power Sports Honda. Tedesco Red Bull Honda, which is considered the factory team. Geico team is a support team. But remember, last year it was Kevin Windham was the supreme Honda rider.
And just in front of them there, you see him to the far right of your screen, Andrew Short, another one of the Red Bull factory Honda riders. And for the Big Red, it has been a problem of injuries in recent years. They got their guys all good and healthy, and it's paying off. They're all running very well. They're all on the top of the points chase, too. Short, Tedesco, and Windham all in the thick of the points chase this year, all with good finishes.
Yeah, and what's interesting about the Hondas this year, they have a totally new redesigned bike that has fuel injection. Oh,
Tedesco had a problem. Tedesco back on the track, but boy, he had a big problem, and Josh Hill and Mike Alessi, Millsap's all going to get in front of him.
Well, what I was going to say is that Tedesco has really agreed with this bike, along with Suzuki and Kawasaki. They have the fuel injection, so it's this whole new world for the motorcycle manufacturers. Tedesco, we're going to take a look at the replay here, who just really had it together. This is that section here where James Stewart almost went down. Tedesco does go down. And luckily, for the flag crew there, he just gets out of the way. But that really has slowed the momentum for Ivan Tedesco, who has been solid each and every main event here. You see he's 33 seconds behind Stewart.
Yeah, Ivan has had some
36.
Very good runs. He's been in the top 10 each and every round. His best finish of 4th at Phoenix. He's 10th right now. So he would at least keep that string of top 10s going.
Well, and more so than just being inside of the top 10, we've really seen a rejuvenation and a new confidence that Ivan Tedesco hasn't had since he left the lights class.
Fight for 8th here. Davey Millsaps had to come through the last chance qualifier. That's him on the red Honda, number 18. And he has closed in on Alessi, who continues to drop down the running order. Well, this fight now continuing for 8th between Alessi and Millsaps.
Well, for Millsaps, this is he's going for his best finish of the year, where last year he won a main event. So Millsaps really trying to put something together into the inside of Alessi.
He's going to make the move. Final lap for James Stewart here in San Francisco.
What a great feeling this has to be, huh? After that opening round.
His 4th win in a row. James Stewart to the checkered flag in San Francisco.
San Manuel Band of Mission Indians Yamaha once again on top of the podium.
But it's this team who is taking all the glory in the Supercross class this season as James Stewart picks up his 4th win in a row, and Yamaha has their 5th win in 5 races in 2009. James Stewart dialing in the bike and dialing out the competition as he wins again here in San Francisco, and we'll be back to meet him.